All right, welcome to another edition, a rare edition. It's the second time we're on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Dan, and I'm with my co-host, Nikki. Nick, what's up? How's it going tonight? Happy
I thought it was
Sunday.
Monday. I got confused. Feels like a Monday because we're on.
Your internet's actually working. Your AOL dial-up is working, as Rio said on Monday night. I do want to say
Rio's he's on my shit list this week, so he's lucky if I show up to this round table.
Uh-oh. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to talk after the show. I first off want to say thank you to Mal and Casey for coming on last Monday night, filling in for you basically. They were both bummed out that you were having internet problems, but have no fear, you're here tonight. And the New York Football Giants, I just saw Art Stapleton's tweet just now, which was pretty mind-blowing, and I guess this will take us to pretty much the bulk of the show because it's bananas. So we are 4-8. We are currently in the number 5 spot for the draft if the season ended today and we don't play tomorrow night. If, in fact, we win tomorrow night against the Packers, we are only 1 game out of the final playoff spot. That just goes to show you how terrible the NFC is, first of all. Shame on everyone in the NFC for that to be even being the case. I saw the Raiders and Vikings. The Vikings won 3-0 today, so that's all you need to know. The Josh Dobbs experiment went crashing and burning, but that's here or there. But, so we are either in a top 5 draft spot or a game out of the game out of the last playoff spot in the NFC, going into New Orleans, which we play next week.
All right, so let me ask you, because you are a tanker, you're part of the tank crew.
Okay.
You are. Just because I wasn't here last week, FYI, everybody, I know I wasn't like heavy on social media. I didn't podcast all week. I had a lot of work stuff going on. So I wasn't here. But 2 weeks ago or whatever, we were talking about you're like kind of like half a member of the tank crew. So would you rather have the 5th spot in the draft or a higher draft pick, because we don't know exactly where we'll land by the end of the season, or would you rather get in the playoffs?
All right. Well, okay.
Danny, I'm taking the playoffs all day long. They weren't supposed to be there last year. You cannot tell me nobody in this fan base could look me dead in the eye and say, I don't want to see this team in a playoff game. Even if we get bounced, in the first round, the excitement, the energy, you guys are fucking liars if you say you would not want to see this team in the playoffs. Fucking liars.
Okay. Well, I'm take a high offense of calling me a half tanker, because you know what I said all those weeks ago when I mentioned it. So
all those weeks.
Get your fake news.
I was absent 1 week, 2 weeks ago.
Fake news, by the way.
It's not fake news. You said it. Roll the video.
I said if the season was about to end.
A producer.
If we were like 3-7 and literally if we were to lose, I would not be upset, is what I said. I'm not saying, I'm rooting actively that the Giants would win or lose. That's what I said. But you can have your narrative.
I've seen you with a loss and the Giants playing bad. You won't even eat your food. You can't be bothered. You would be upset.
But, all right. Okay. Calm down. What I'm saying is, instead of me being mad the whole day, give me a half hour and I'll be, okay, cool. We have the blah, blah, blah pick. That's what I meant by that, because I know you've seen me angry. And that's not a fair game to judge me on, because Daniel Jones's knee did implode in that game. So that's why I was really mad and upset.
I talked to you on the way home from games and you're miserable. I text chat game day with you. I mean, We've done spaces together.
Yes.
You're just
I wear the Giants.
your actions and your words don't line up. You would be upset. That's what I want to clear up. One, you would truly be upset.
Right.
Two,
would be
the fact
upset.
that you wouldn't be that mad means you're part of half the Tank Crew membership here.
Listen, I said after the game I would be like my normal self, but give it a day. That Monday I would be like, hey, we got a top 5 pick out of it. There's a complete difference in that scenario, which you're not.
I don't know. I just
anyway.
Anyway, will you answer the question? Would you rather have the draft pick or would you rather be in the playoffs? The fact that you're hesitating and pausing.
Do we have to play San Francisco?
I don't know. I'm not giving playoff scenarios. I'm giving you
do we have to play San Francisco
to answer. Would you rather a higher draft pick or a playoff spot?
Nikki.
Oh
Nikki.
My God, you're part of
the team. We're playing. We play to win the game. Playoffs.
No. Don't give me Don't give me your canned PR answer. You're not at the podium. This is our show. Would you rather get the playoff spot or get a high draft pick?
My heart would say playoffs, but my brain would say tank.
No.
There's the problem. The problem
is, like I said, because I am always right, you are half part of the Tank Crew. You've bought like half a year's membership worth, right? Like you're like part of the Tank Crew.
All right.
So my head and my heart are like, no, playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like we could be as logical as we want to be, but it's like, I don't know.
But
what the heart really gonna want to be. If you're telling me we're getting into the playoffs, I'm going to be excited.
All right, fine. How about this though?
How about you give me the true answer? Don't say my head and my heart, because a lot of this fan base is torn like that, and that would be their answer. But like on a count of 3, give me your answer. Ready? Here we go. First thing comes to your head. 1, 2, 3.
Playoffs.
But you hesitated. You suck at it.
But hear me out.
Not want to.
But what's the one extra week when you know you're gonna get absolutely embarrassed by the 49ers? How do you know?
How do you know? Have we not seen this little 9-7 team with their backs against the wall, nobody giving them a shot in hell? Listen, all I'm saying to you is,
I get what you're saying.
No, and I'm not saying, and everybody don't come at me and be like, it's a different team. I know it's a fucking different team. I know it was Eli Manning. The point is, in the postseason, we have seen teams go on to do things that they shouldn't have been able to do. I am not saying this team can win a playoff game. I'm saying if we have the opportunity to be in the playoffs and you're telling me that we got a shot, we got a shot.
Of course,
okay?
I want to see the Giants in the playoffs, because that means we get another week. But realistically, I'm trying to play devil's advocate right now, and it's just
I don't want you to. I want you to just give me a straight fucking answer. Why are you playing devil's advocate?
Meow. All right. We want to playoffs, of course. Hello, you play to win the game. As per
is it of course? Is it of course? Because you're sending like mixed signals. You're giving me this like very canned PR answer as if I'm going to write an article about you after we get off.
Of course. All
right. All right. On the record, for the last time, you would rather the playoff spot than the high draft pick. Yes or no?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not torturing
crazy.
You.
Yes, you are. Of course I want to see them in the playoffs, but I hate them for making me have to think about this. This shouldn't be an easy scenario right now. We're 4-8. We shouldn't be a game out of the last playoff spot, but whatever.
All right. Well, I hate a lot of things and a lot of people. If we win tomorrow, this, like 8 minutes. Yeah.
If we win tomorrow, let's effing go. If we
win tomorrow, are you going to be mad?
No. My radar is like, oh fuck, here we go again, because I think we could beat the Saints.
And then, I think we can beat the Saints too.
And then
what's the rest of the schedule?
All right, Okay, so it's Saints. Oh, obviously Packers, Saints,
Right.
Eagles,
Ugh.
Rams, Eagles.
Whew.
So we're
Well,
lose. We can, potentially you're going to lose 3 of those games.
right. So I think they got a great shot tomorrow. I think they got a good shot against the Saints, which I think we had said a couple weeks ago at this last run here. Those are the 2 that I think you got the shot at. Maybe we get a Christmas miracle, huh? And we beat the Eagles, which
That'd
I
be
don't
like the greatest
expect.
Christmas present of all time.
Yeah, I don't really need anything. Oh my God, beat the Eagles. Like that would be like the best Christmas present. But
Yes,
okay, so let's say we win tomorrow night, and let's say we win and we beat the Saints, and we're on, next Monday night, and we just won 2 in a row. How are you going to feel?
So that means 4 in a row.
4, yeah. Well, I'm counting because I took a break since the bye, 2 in a row.
No, well, yeah, but it would be 4 in a row because we won against the Commanders and
Yeah.
Patriots
Prior to the bye, talking about.
All right.
They just had a bye, so talking about after
I
the
know,
bye.
but I 4 sounds better than 2, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm talking about after the bye.
Tommy DeVito on a 4-game winning streak would be pretty bananas. But yeah.
Can I ask you a question about Tommy DeVito?
Oh, here we go. You're gonna yell at me about riding the hot hand.
No, I'm not gonna yell at you about riding the hot hand. Why? What happened with the hot hand before I ask you my question? What'd you say?
I said I said I would start Tyrod. And then
really?
I was literally about to hit send on my clip. And then Daboll said DeVito's playing, and I was like, "Oh, well, good thing I didn't post this."
So again, and I will not waver. I don't care what team it is. I just don't care. You ride the hot hand. I'm not saying Tommy DeVito is like scorching hot right now, but he's feeling himself and he's having the time of his life. So hey, you ride the hot hand. Listen, go for it, kid. But no, my question to you was, are you mad that he is ranking the pasta? Because Giants Nation is so like up in arms about this. I can't even tell you.
No, not at all. But that's just the people that want to be mad. Obviously, Cooch is a really funny guy on TikTok and Instagram. I follow him. Obviously, he was hot during COVID, so it's really funny, stereotypical Italian stuff. So I find it hilarious. Obviously,
okay, I find it funny too. But a lot of this fan base is really, really mad that he's like.
I mean, it was during the bye. I mean, it's during the bye week. We all know it's during the bye week, and he's using his 5 minutes of fame to just get recognized and just be 5 minutes. Good for him. It's just the people that are, in fact, pissed that he won the last 2 games type of thing.
You know what I would
yeah,
do
it was funny with Cooge. I thought it was funny. I agreed with them.
I would do a lot with 5 minutes of fame.
Well, we already know that. We you don't have to tell me that.
What wouldn't I do with 5 minutes?
There's no secret to that.
But is it
all
true
jokes
that
aside,
he ranked? Is it true that he ranked Penne Vaca number 1?
Yeah, but it was like what I did with you a couple of weeks ago, like the blind rankings.
Right.
So you had to do the all right, that's 5. Right. All right, that's
okay.
4.
I don't think people knew that because they were irate. He ranked Penne Vaca number 1.
Well, Penne Vaca is a go-to. I don't know who would be pissed about that.
A lot of people were pissed. See, this is why I'm glad. Like, I checked in a little bit on social media, but like, I
didn't. Because
nice.
they get mad literally about everything. Penne Vaca is a go-to. It goes well with basically everything, and no one really hates Penne Vaca unless maybe you do. Do you hate Penne Vaca?
I just don't really eat it. I don't really eat pasta.
All right, but if it was in your face right there and then and there,
no, I wouldn't eat it. No,
right in your face, like you like. All right, I have to eat this. All right, probably not.
No, sure, I don't. No, I wouldn't eat it.
All right, whatever.
Like, so I went to Allie and I went to like a nice restaurant when we were in Atlantic City for work. You guys probably know it, Hell's Kitchen. Like, I ordered a salad. Well, I had tuna tartare and I ordered a salad, and like, what is the big deal? I mean, it's steakhouse, but like,
I don't really care about because you're gonna just get what you want to get. So it's like,
if a plate of penne vodka was in front of me, do I feel like I have to eat it? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Although I am hungry right now.
Okay, but like he did linguine with clams. That's a very Italian, like mostly Christmas Eve style dish. I don't like fish, so I'm never gonna eat it. But that is a very go-to Italian like pasta dish. Like my wife's family like eats it up like savages whenever
Oh,
that's
cool.
around. So
Savages. Wait, so you do the
well, that
whole
was the
7
nicest way.
fishes? You do the 7 fishes for Christmas Eve?
Mostly we do like a fish salad that has everything on it. So and then they take care of me with chicken cutlets. So I'm a Tommy DeVito, but I'm not a fish guy. So the one thing with me, it's like I'll have fried calamari. That's about it. But yeah,
See,
they do
I love seafood. I love fish. I
right.
love seafood.
See, that's why
See, you
I'm
guys,
picky.
I do like things, you know.
Right. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left, unless we want to roll into the 9 o'clock hour.
No.
What do you think about tomorrow night? What do you think about tomorrow night? And then I'll play a game with you after.
Oh gosh, we have more games that I'm not aware of.
No, it's one of your generic food brand tweets.
Oh,
It's self-inflicted.
self-inflicted. Yeah, you do
Right.
this on purpose so that I end up saying shit like I don't suck on candy canes all day, and then not
No,
realize what I
I didn't tell
say,
you to.
and
I didn't.
then yeah,
I didn't
you
tell you
bait
to
me
post
into
it.
it because I misspeak constantly. Um,
Well, no one knew it, and then you posted it on on Instagram. That's not me.
I know. Well, because it was it was like a series of candy canes. So I mean, whatever.
Right.
How do I feel about
Packers
tomorrow?
are riding really high right now, so it
No.
would be the perfect time for them to have a letdown spot against the Giants. Prime time. Be like, holy crap, we could beat these guys with our one hands behind our back, and we sneak up on them.
So
That's
here's the thing.
my
Yeah.
that's my logic and hope for tomorrow
Okay.
night.
Well, because I'm kind of with you because they're 0-4 in prime time, right? So this
Right.
year the Giants are. It just feels like there's got to be one in there, right? Like there's just you like law of averages, right? Like you just have to win at some point. I think they do it tomorrow night. I think like exactly like you said, Packers are riding high, they're running really hot. Here come the Giants who have and guys, it's not just like, oh, you know, they're 0-4 in prime time, you know, they lost by a point. I mean, the Giants have stunk it the fuck up on prime
Well,
time to the
for
point that is
years.
literally, well, for years, but I was just talking about this year,
Right.
is literally painful to watch. But I think they turn it around tomorrow night. I think they just get this one in there, just this one, and
Okay.
not embarrass themselves on national TV.
All right, so here's two X's and O's things that I want to touch base before I forget, because if I do, I'm going to be pissed with myself. All right, so Tommy DeVito, it's going to be interesting. The Packers, I've listened and read, they're notoriously a zone team this year.
Right.
It's going to be interesting. Tommy DeVito's biggest weaknesses is the short game and having plays come to him. So it's going to be really interesting. Does he have enough time in his head to get the short plays off, and does he trust the offensive line and his body clock to get those plays off? Two, is it another young quarterback versus Wink's defense? We get it up, make him confused, cause a couple of turnovers. Those would be the two biggest things in my head that going into tomorrow night's game is if those two things happen, we win and we go home happy or go to bed happy.
You're not going to be happy. Half his fan base is not going to be
I'm just going to start calling you Trump because of fake news. But
you're calling me a trout?
No, Trumpish. Trump.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't brand me.
I'm not.
I'd rather you call me a trout.
I
thought you were going to say because of my lips. I'm going to say, listen, it's been 2 weeks. They're down a little bit now, guys.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for being able to drink a glass of water.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't. That was so funny. I could not drink. I did it. I know. I did it. Off camera, but I do love how just behind the scenes of how our dynamic works. I literally get my lips done and I text Annie like, oh, she did new filler in my lips, like, you know, if I talk weird or whatever. And instead of being like, no problem, Nick, he sends me like a bunch of duck emojis back. So that's just like how our dynamic is. And yeah, just make fun of each other all the time.
Yeah, basically. That's what it is. I gotta make sure you're not big headed. That's
why. You know what? Why does everybody say that to me?
Because you're just I meant it in a nice way, obviously, but
okay, you know what? I don't care what anybody says.
well, there's no shock in that. All right, so do you agree with those two X's and those things? Pretty basic things.
I
Like
do. Tommy DeVito,
just,
he holds on to the ball too long, but like you said, I mean, he's got to trust that offensive line that I feel like the past couple weeks have been a little bit better. I'm not saying like we're leaps and bounds better in that position, but it's looking a little better. He's had moments where he is getting the ball out quicker, which has been nice to see. I am like hoping like that we just go and the defense are a bunch of like rabid animals, like because they love to do that with these young quarterbacks, and I think
exactly.
Wink is going to
We broke Howell. We literally broke him.
and I said that we would do that to Sam Howell. And I, of course, what do I want to do on Monday night? Check into the Hyatt. That's what I would like to do.
See, this is what I'm scared about with the Hyatt is can we get that one play that the safeties are they're going to be playing zone all game long. Yeah. So it's really going to be interesting to see, can we get that one breakdown in the defense for him to get that pass off to him?
I think so. I think we'll see it. I do. I really, truly believe that.
I know Jair Alexander isn't playing on Monday night,
right.
So that's obviously huge. He's been out for a while. So obviously that's their best corner is not going to be playing. So I would like to obviously also like to see him make other passing plays like we saw against the Pats in that little in slant route. I forget the exact route he ran, but it wasn't his average deep ball. So maybe we get him involved because we've had 2 weeks to game plan for this game, and we hopefully studied the hell out of them and figuring out where we can attack it. So with that being said, with that,
yeah, I also think. What are your thoughts on Saquon? I think he's going to have a nice game.
Well, that's the hope too, because their rush defense is pretty bad. So this is the game we're hoping. If you're having Saquon in fantasy, obviously you would have probably had to play him regardless. This is the last week before playoffs, but this is the week you're like, all right, finally Saquon, we got Saquon going. He scores us 20-something points, 2 touchdowns, like almost 150 total yards, close to 200 total yards would be like awesome. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I'm hoping he has a big game. I want nothing more than to just see this offense go off, have a great game. I want to see the defense just, eat love right up, which I think they will. I think they're just going to be absolute savages tomorrow night against this young kid. And I think Wink loves that shit, So I expect them to dial it up a lot. And I think the Giants get the win tomorrow night. Do you know what the spread is? Do you know what the line is?
I could look right now. Hold on. The spread is.
I can't remember.
Going on. We were obviously underdogs, but
always. It's okay. The Giants do their best work when they're.
We are 6+6, so we're 6-point underdogs.
What do you think about that?
Sounds about right. Knowing how we are, I would. No, it's because how hot. It's basically on how hot they are, compared to us, and we get no respect in the matter. So,
Giants never get any respect. I'm with Darius. He says it's a Packers trap game. I think so.
We said that before. We said that before. So
I think so. I think this primetime game is not going to be miserable. How about that?
With the Packers, I have a good friend, my friend Vin, who is a big Packer fan, and he said we play like crap against crappier quarterbacks for whatever reason this year. So that's another thing I'm hoping we're banking on as well. So hopefully we find a way to win. One game out of the last playoff spot would be fun. All right. Since you tweeted this earlier today.
Oh God, what I tweet? Don't hold my tweets against me. Nobody holds anything I tweet or post on Instagram against me, okay? Because sometimes I'm in a mood and I just go.
All right, so you can pick one. Which one are you picking?
But we already did this. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. I actually agree with you on this list. So I know you're not a big cereal girl because
No, I am
obviously.
actually. I do love cereal.
Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. So what are other cereals that you like other than CTC? Because CTC is probably my favorites as well.
Right. So if you guys, I put little captions on Instagram. I didn't do it on Twitter. So like Apple
Yeah, that's
Jacks to
annoying.
me is like cardboard apples. I don't even know.
Mhm.
It tastes disgusting. Fruity Pebbles is just like a soggy mush of sugar.
Mhm.
Like Rice Krispie treat. I don't like marshmallow.
Well,
Okay.
that's the marshmallow ones. I give me the regular ones. The regular ones are in my top
Yeah,
5.
okay. Regular Rice Krispies are fine, but this has the marshmallow, which I don't like.
Mhm.
I am shocked, you guys. I am shocked at how many of you like Frosted Flakes.
Oh, I love Frosted Flakes.
It's so sweet. Are you kidding me? And
Yeah.
then a lot of you go and toss a banana in it, which I'm all for putting a banana in your cereal, but I like to do that with just plain Special K and some almond milk. Like I feel like then that's way too sweet. So I'm shocked at the responses I got for Frosted Flakes. I think Honey Nut Cheerios is a solid choice. I'm not mad at that. Raisin Bran, I think there's like one of you that said it. Tricks,
What do you
nobody.
like?
Thank God. No, my
Well,
dad
back in
is.
the day, I like Tricks. Raisin Bran, no,
Here's
absolutely
the
not.
thing though, Captain Crunch. There is a lot of you who love Captain Crunch. Does that not tear up your mouth? Like,
Yeah, I loved Captain Crunch when I was younger, but yeah, I haven't had Captain Crunch in years.
yeah.
But
So this list is like, not the best selection for me, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch is elite top tier. Not mad at anybody who picked Honey Nut Cheerios. The rest of you are crazy for everything else on this list. I just can't.
I have a box of Honey Nut Cheerios downstairs, so it's waiting for me. Even though I'm not eating tonight, but it's downstairs ready for
Wait,
tomorrow.
are you okay, yeah. Are you eating that for dinner? Is that dinner? Honey Nut Cheerios?
No, it's not dinner. I'm just saying I have it downstairs waiting for me whenever I want it.
Oh. Do you eat breakfast? Do you eat breakfast?
Yeah, unfortunately I do. I do eat breakfast.
Wait, why do you say unfortunately? Do you not want to eat breakfast?
Well, with my health history, I have to have some sort of breakfast to get me going in the morning. If you get my drift, but yeah, I'll probably have a bowl of cereal every morning just to have it.
But is it Honey Nut Cheerios?
This particular week it is because that's what I have.
Oh, okay. Do you drink milk? Do you put milk in it?
Yeah, I do.
Wait,
I do. I have the lactose-free milk.
Regular milk?
Yeah, the lactose-free one.
Well, why don't you just have almond milk or coconut milk or soy milk?
I used to have almond milk, but it's this. Yeah,
no, it's not. It's so good.
I don't mind almond milk. Coconut milk, you can get the fuck out of here because I hate coconut.
Oh no, coconut is my
favorite. Other than Samoas on Girl Scout cookies, it could just leave.
No, so see, the problem with the Samoas on the Girl Scout cookies is that there's caramel on it, and I don't like caramel.
Well, that's your problem. I could eat a whole box.
Whole box of them? No.
Anyway, but no, I'll have regular lactose-free milk, and I'll be fine.
So you don't eat eggs for breakfast?
Maybe my second breakfast at work.
Wait, second breakfast?
Well, when I'm eating at 6.
Okay, so sometimes my first meal is like 4 or 5 o'clock at night. So
yeah, we're obviously look at me and look at you. We're two completely different people.
I understand you're a guy, you're a giant. I'm very short. But what do you eat by the time 3, 4, 5 o'clock hits? So you've had 2 breakfasts and lunch by then?
Well, yeah, 1.5, 1 breakfast, depending on
what's
the day.
What's a 1.5 breakfast? I don't know.
I usually get hungry around when I get to work, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll.
What do you get? What do you do? Can you
I usually get an egg sandwich.
From where?
Depending on either the bagel shop or the deli. The cafe that's at my office. That's usually what it is.
Okay, so you get what? Egg and cheese on a bagel?
Egg and cheese on a roll or a bagel, depending on my mood. And then I either get deli ham or bacon or turkey bacon if I feel healthy that day. But this is not it. This is not an everyday thing. This is not an everyday. It's a couple of times a week thing. Which is probably not good. And people are gonna call me a fat fuck with it, but it is what it is.
Oh, hey, listen, I get called everything. I get called everything under the sun.
Pandora's box right now, and I don't.
That's what I do. That's why I would make a great housewife
and
be great on reality
you,
TV.
Not me.
That's what I do. Open Pandora's box, everybody. That's what I do.
People are gonna say I'm a fat fuck now, which I knew.
No, they're not. They're not. And who cares? So I got called like a stupid bimbo last night. Do you understand the things that I get called? Please.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, no, and then I'll have lunch, and then dinner, and then I'll have snacks. Yeah.
Really? So you just okay, so all right. So I'm sure a lot of people eat like that. Like they probably have like normal meals.
I could definitely cut the intake of what I'm eating substantially.
Okay, before we jump off, what are the go-to snacks? Like, will you snack? Did you eat dinner yet tonight or no?
Yeah, I had turkey cutlets.
What's a turkey cutlet?
Instead of chicken cutlet, there's turkey cutlets. It's the same thing.
Oh, like breaded, like a chicken cutlet?
Yeah, my mom did it breaded tonight. Yeah.
Does it taste like chicken?
I guess it's turkey. It's exactly like turkey.
I don't know. I don't think I ever heard of this.
It's the same thing. It's nicely thinned. It's turkey. Like if you're getting grilled chicken, it's grilled turkey. And it's
what did you have with it? Because it's Sunday sauce. Did you have sauce?
No, we didn't have a sauce tonight. I had a leftover chicken roll. For lunch.
Chicken roll? Well, I don't understand what you eat. I just don't.
A chicken roll is chicken cutlets with sauce and cheese wrapped around in pizza dough. I don't get these turkey.
What?
Yes, you're not from New York. See, you're the queen of New York, but you don't know what a chicken roll is.
Queen of New York because of this, everybody. I am not the queen of New York because of food by any means. But I've never heard of a chicken roll. It's like chicken parm wrapped up in pizza.
Yes, it's the best thing.
Sounds disgusting. Why do we got to put things together that don't belong?
It's pizza dough. What's wrong with pizza dough?
It should just be pizza. Like you ever go to a pizza place and it's like there's like pasta on top of the pizza and like buffalo chicken and like salad and shit. Like, why are we putting things together that don't belong?
Oh, you're not winning.
There's like fettuccine Alfredo pasta. There's like all kinds
of. Well, yeah, I agree with you. Those
on the pizza though is what I'm saying.
Those are a bit extreme. I agree with you there, but a chicken roll is good. There's eggplant rolls.
So you had a chicken roll, you had turkey cutlets, and whatever sides that you had.
Yeah, I had roasted potatoes. Yeah.
Did you have a vegetable on there?
I personally didn't tonight.
Do you not eat vegetables?
I stay in my lane with vegetables. I'm very picky with it. I have my group of vegetables that I will eat, and I have a group of vegetables that I will not eat.
All right, let's hear it real quick. Come on.
I will eat carrots, string beans, asparagus done right, corn to a degree, but my health history, I try to stay away from that.
I hate corn.
Okay,
so
yeah, I learned like when I was a kid, I mentally trained myself to hate broccoli. Like I can't eat broccoli. Like I will physically get sick if I eat broccoli. Like it has to be like oiled and like garlic up to.
Okay, I'll give you that. Like I hear that a lot. People don't like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and stuff. But like if you roast it nice, squeeze some lemon on it and stuff. Like they need flavor. I'm with you. Like I don't know anyone that's just eating.
My wife didn't believe me. Like one of the first times we had dinner at her house. And they gave me broccoli, and I go, oh crap! I actually have to eat it. And I was like physically.
Wait, did you eat it? Did you eat it?
Yeah, I tried it.
Why?
And I like physically got sick, and I was literally like oh my god! I'm like,
okay, but why did you eat it if you don't like it?
Because I didn't want to I felt bad that they were like I was trying to impress them.
Here's the thing, everybody. I don't care if you're going to meet somebody's parent. I don't care what it is. Like, do not feel bad like if you pass on a food that you don't like, I don't understand. Like I would never force myself to eat something I don't like because I feel like I'm being rude. Like maybe ask my preference ahead of time and then we won't have this problem.
Yeah, it was 12 years ago, and I was a lot nicer back then.
Well, so. I'm not that nice, but I am hungry.
Yeah, we know that.
I'm nice to some of you, but we do appreciate you guys hanging out with us for our Giants Packers preview, our food takes. I have not eaten dinner yet, so I'm going to make a piece of chicken, I think, a piece of grilled chicken. And eat that for dinner. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Fantasy Sports Corp channel if you're not already. And make sure you hit the like button. And you can catch me Wednesday night back here, 8 o'clock, with my lovely co-host Deb for the Blonde Blitz. And please stay tuned because the DMs this week have been a doozy. So thank you so much, everyone. Good night and go Giants.
Go Giants. Let's go, guys. Win a game.